Nicolle Payne is long respected as one of the top goalies in the history of Team USA, both before and after women's water polo became an Olympic discipline. She established her excellence at an early age, playing on the boys' team at Gahr High School in Cerritos, California, where she was a three-time All-America. She made her international debut at the '92 Junior World Championships. 2 years later, she became the first woman recruited for the then brand-new UCLA women's water polo program. In Westwood, Payne was part of 3 national championship teams before the NCAA era and earned multiple All-America honors. When women's water polo was added to the Olympic program in 2000, Payne was a mainstay for Team USA, helping it claim the silver medal. In 2003, she was part of the first U.S. squad to win a FINA World Championship, winning gold in Barcelona. She ended her international career in goal at the '04 Athens Olympics, winning bronze. Payne is enshrined in the New York Athletic Club and UCLA Halls of Fame and was a Pac-12 All-Century team pick. She stayed close to water polo as a coach for UCLA and Team USA, most recently helping the USA squad take the 2022 FINA World Championship.
I believe Nicolle came in at a time that was incredibly hard, not only for a female goalie to find ways to grow and play, but to understand where they could go. And having her be the first athlete to be on a collegiate program and start that momentum is such a special place to be, and such a special human to receive that honor and be really successful at it, and then transfer that on into the national team and all those big dreams that women had out in sport. And that's the thing about women of that time. I don't think the mentality was, hey, we're gonna go do something new. I think there was women wanting to play water polo, and it was a predominantly men-driven sport. And instead of thinking, oh, I can't do that, women like Nicolle said, let's do this. And their mentality set the stage for what was possible in the future.
I was probably in my 3rd or 4th year, and women's water polo was somewhat new at UCLA at the time. And it was after practice, after a training, and she said, hey, I'm a goalie. I want to jump in the goal. I'm like, oh, okay. I've never shot against a girl before. She jumps in the goal, and I think my first shot, she blocked. My second shot brought a little bit more mustard on it, and she blocked it again. And I said, okay, now I'm going to bring the full steam here, which for me wasn't a whole lot of speed, but she ended up blocking it again. And I kind of pretended like I wasn't trying my hardest, but I was. And so it was kind of honestly, in that moment, I'm like, oh, this woman means business, and she's a stud. And she went on, obviously, to have a great career at UCLA. And I knew fairly quickly that she had the potential to make an Olympic team.
Yeah, she's just created a great balance for me as a roommate. We both had the same dream, so we took care of business and tried to eat well and sleep and do all the things that was necessary to play awesome water polo, but also when we come home, we didn't really talk about water polo, which was nice. So that's what really allowed me to, I think, have successes, is when being able to separate sport from life. And she always supported my life outside of water polo, so it's just fun being able to explore life as well, because it's less about water polo now, more about what we're doing day in and day out.
Nicolle has a sniper-esque attitude. She is calm, cool, and collective on the outside, and fiery and tough on the inside. She's very stealth-like in the cage. She's always had control of her emotions, even when emotions were high on the first Olympic team. Nicolle always put the team first. Her goals were the team goals.
She would have to make sure she was sitting next to a teammate on an airplane, because she would block balls in her sleep. And so she would make sure that one teammate was sitting on either side of her if she was in the middle, or at least on one side, so that she wouldn't take out some unsuspecting other traveler. But outside of the pool, she was very quiet, introverted, but in the water, highly competitive. I remember she used to have us hit her in the head to get her like fired up and pumped up, and I guess that was kind of like the switch of her persona. But you knew she had everything under control. She was a calming influence. You never had to waver or worry about what was going on behind you. When she was in the water, she was, I guess, kind of a quiet assassin.
I was kind of like a practice dummy with the senior team when I was in high school. And so I trained with Nicolle, and then came up here and played at UCLA with Adam and Nicolle. And I was so young when I was working with her, and I honestly don't think that I truly understand how fantastic she was in that position. but I think her calmness, her poise, her strong presence in terms of playing the position, her confidence in herself, but it was never about her. It was about how she could best help the team and do her job to the best of her ability to help the team. And she was never like super loud and crazy with her communication, but she communicated. And again, it was somebody you wanted to follow, somebody you wanted to help, somebody you wanted to make proud.
She just had the mindset of, we have these opportunities and let's do this. Let's take everything that we get in front of us and go for it. And we were lucky enough to have NCAAs and Olympics and all those big events to experience. And we're always kind of, what's next? It's like, okay, we made the team. Okay, now we want to get to the podium, right? And so we never were kind of content. It was never like, oh gosh, we made, we just always wanted more out of our experience. So, maybe we'll get back in the water in the 50s and over or something and splash around. But I don't think about being a water polo player without Nicolle in the sentence. So it's an honor to be in with her, and I feel sorry for those that don't get to go be inductee with her.
There's a reason why I've asked her to be an assistant coach for multiple years, whether it's at UCLA or recently this past summer with the national team, and that's because of her unique skill set with regard to connecting with people, the humility that she brings on a daily basis in anything that she does, and her emotional intelligence. If I need to know about someone, if Nicolle knows them, I'm going to trust Nicolle's opinion probably more than my own.
She is the glue that keeps everyone together, and she was a big part of my water polo career as like the super supportive human that you just can't live your life without.
Nicolle is a legend and a tremendous role model for goalkeepers to follow, a person that I love and respect. And I'm super proud of her, I'm super happy for her, I'm proud to call her my friend, and I'm excited that she's getting the recognition she deserves.